Hey, this is Asher Levine. Welcome to my studio here in Los Angeles, California. I'm excited to have you here and give you a glimpse into the creative energy behind some of my designs. I am a designer, inventor, and founder of my namesake label. So I am a fashion designer by title, but I really see myself as a world builder. I like to ask the question, what would it look like to wear the future today? We create new materials and new processes that create styles that look like they're from another dimension. And what that does is when you put on one of my pieces, it elevates you to that next evolved version of yourself, that alien, otherworldly version. That makes sense that a lot of people come to me to create that evolved version of themselves. I really look at it as my sanctuary. This is where everything comes to life. It's a part atelier, part science lab, part sculpture studio. By having all of these different capabilities under one roof, it really allows me to push the boundaries of what is possible. And what that really allows for is hyper innovation. Let's go and take a look at what I have around here. Come on over this way. We're at the top floor. We have beautiful skylights. Here's our showroom section. These showcase some of my latest menswear styles. Here's one of the alien gel bags. Look at this. Here's like a sneak peek as to it was like our first go for Lisa's. You can see it was quite flexible, but this one was the one that was not used. This is Lenore. This is her top shelf. She oversees the entire studio and makes sure that we're doing our job. When I started my brand in 2010, it's been 15 years, I knew that I wanted to create a brand and a label that was more than just clothes. I wanted to create experiences. I am inspired a lot by nature. And look, for hundreds, if not thousands of years, we've put things like flowers and animal prints on our bodies. And so Asher Levine is about taking that philosophy to the next level. So I love having this spectrum of possibility that allows me to constantly create something new. I'm never bored. And really that is the core of my brand. First, when I was a kid, I knew that I was different. I was attracted to the extravagant and the spectacle. I actually started sewing when I was 10, and I was in a sewing club, which allowed me to really dive into sewing and learn how to make clothing. But when I was 18, that's when it really started. I became immersed in the nightlife scene. The nightlife scene in the early 2000s became my canvas to explore silhouettes, explore material, explore what is even possible. The New York nightlife scene as the originator of my bold design. I have 4 core innovation pillars that have been the foundation for what I see as futuristic design. So materials, I've always said for years that texture is the future. The 20th century and before was all about 2-dimensional prints. Now we're moving to an era of 3-dimensional textures, the second tier of embedded technology. So we've already seen this come to life. Maybe you've seen some of my looks on stage with illumination. The next one would be augmented reality clothes. I mean, over 10 years ago, we were experimenting with real ways to have digital augmented layers. And the last one, which I think could be the most transformative for the fashion industry, is mass customization through new bespoke technologies. We've had so many different versions of body scanners, and this is what I do with my clients. I have the client get a body scan. I use the scan to make custom patterns. We can visualize the garment before it's even made, and then we bring that to the client. I have been so lucky to collaborate with legends and icons. I started working with will.i.am and the Black Eyed Peas. He was one of my first clients that really wanted me to push the boundaries and loved what I made. And so since then, it's like whenever rock star or pop star wants to be futuristic badass, I love that they come to me, and that is one of the best feelings of my career so far. I would have to say that working with Lisa and Brett Allen Nelson for the Coachella, one of the most magical collaborations to date in my career. It was like that because the aesthetic alignment was perfect. On one end, we have like this badass reptilian villain, and on the other end, we have this ethereal glass-like nymph. It really was an incredible experience, especially to see Lisa's reaction when she put on the pieces for the first time. Just augmenting everything that I'm already doing. We also are finally launching some of our first 3D leather accessories. This 3D leather molding process is something that we've been developing for over 10 years now. So I'm really excited to see this new 3D leather technology disrupt the industry by providing silhouettes that were never able to be conceived before. Have that unique Astro Levine edge, but it's something that you can wear every day. I'm so excited to see where it goes next.